Well, well, here we are in jolly old London.
Yes, yes, and you know the traffic is just as bad over here in London, Bill, as it is in America. I was nearly killed twice today.
Well, once would have been enough. By the way, can I borrow a cigar from you?
Well, you ought to be able to. You've had enough practice. What have you been doing here in England since you arrived?
I've been tracing my ancestors.
You know, that just reminds me. They traced an uncle of mine in this part of the world, but he got away from them.
Uh-huh.
I understand that he had been stealing some cold cash.
Well, hearing that news, I'll bet that made you shiver.
Oh, no, hot or cold cash never makes me shiver. It's the old story, though. Money always means trouble.
Yes, and it's the only kind of trouble that's hard to borrow.
Yeah, they do say that money talks.
But it never gives itself away.
Yeah, but when it does begin to talk, everybody will be listening in because it's the world's greatest loudspeaker. How do you like England?
Well, rather. I like it very much. How do you
Rather.
like it, old boy?
Well, rather. Still, it's quite cold. In fact, at the present moment, I'm chilled to the bone.
Well, why don't you put your hat on?
Now, is that nice? What struck you most forcibly on your arrival in London?
One of the buses on the Strand.
Uh-huh. You know, it's funny the way they drive over here, isn't it? On the wrong side of the street.
That's right.
No, it's left. You know, I was driving a car today and a bobby collared me.
Well, it's a good thing he didn't cuff you.
You're right there. Yeah, we've only had a couple of pretty days since we've been here, haven't we? You know, the rest has been foggy.
Yeah?
I think London is the foggiest place in the world.
No. I've been in foggier places than London.
Well, where was that?
Well, it was so foggy that I couldn't tell where it was. You know, there are many well-dressed men over here.
Yeah, you know, I'm having a suit made over here.
Yeah?
The tailor said to me after he had taken my measurement, how about a deposit, sir? And I said, well, if they're in style, put one on by all means.
I met a peer today,
A peer?
and he asked me if we fellas were in London for good.
What answer did you give him?
Well, I told him we wouldn't like to commit ourselves.
Yeah. You know, I spoke to one of the nobility today,
Yes?
but he didn't answer me. All he gave me was an icy stare.
I guess he thought you were hailing him, I guess. Where did you meet him?
Near Buckingham Palace.
Buckingham.
Buckingham Palace, yeah. Were you around the palace, Bill?
Oh, yes, indeed, I was.
You know, those royal guards are a fine body of men, aren't they?
Fine.
In order to be one of those guards, you have to have a record.
Well, we have some wonderful fellows in the United States with records who could fill those jobs.
You're right there. You know, the girls are nice over here, too, aren't they?
Well, women all over the world are flowers of humanity.
Yes, and that's why we like to cultivate those flowers.
Yes, even the wildflowers.
Yes.
Ernie, this morning when I knocked on your door, you didn't know who I was, did you?
No, who were you?
I was me.
You were me,
I
huh?
just wanted you to come down and split a bloeta with me.
Well, you know, I didn't breakfast until quite late this morning. The waitress came over to me and said, tea, coffee, or milk, sir? And I asked her how many guesses I got. Why is it, tell me, why is it they drink so much tea over here?
Did you ever taste any of their coffee?
That's right, too. What do you expect to do with your time while you're over here?
Well, if I have any time on my hands, I think I will write a book on my experiences.
Well, now, that's a novel idea. Well, we'll be leaving you. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Cheerio.
Cheerio.